Dear students, in this class let us know about the electric displacement vector, which is denoted by capital D. So you all know that when a dielectric is inserted between the two plates of the parallel plate capacitor, so what happens if these are the two plates of the parallel plate capacitor, one is with positive charge, another is charged with negative charge, plus Q and minus Q respectively. Then if a dielectric is inserted between these two plates, what happens? All the negative charges will get displaced towards the positive plate, and all the positive charges in the dielectric material will get displaced towards the positive negative plate. So this is called as dielectric polarization. Because of this change, there creates a potential difference inside the dielectric material. So let that may be taken as V dash. So this potential difference will oppose the external potential difference, means it will reduce the effect of the applied potential difference across the two plates of the capacitor. So like this, we can see the effect of insertion of the dielectric material inside the two plates of the parallel plate capacitor. Now if plus Q is the charge on the first plate, and if minus Q dash is the charge which is induced due to the dielectric polarization, then from Gauss law we can write the electric field E is equal to Q minus of Q dash. So this is the net charge on the first plate divided by epsilon naught into A. So which we can get from Gauss law. So which will lead to E into epsilon naught is equal to Q by A minus Q dash by A. This is equal to Q by A is equal to epsilon naught E plus Q dash by A. But from the previous lectures we knew that this Q dash by A, that is, it is the induced charge per unit area, or it is also called as the induced charge density or surface charge density, is equal to the electric polarization vector P. So therefore Q by A is equal to epsilon naught E plus P. See here, the quantity Q by A, that is charge per unit area, is known as electrical displacement. So therefore electric displacement D is equal to epsilon naught E plus P. Now how you are going to define electric displacement? It is charge per unit area or charge per unit surface area. So for spherical charged body, D will be is equal to epsilon naught E. How? So Q by A is equal to, which is D, is equal to Q divided by 4 pi r square, that is surface area of the sphere is 4 pi r square. So here Q by 4 pi r square is nothing but D, that is charge per unit area. So therefore E will be equal to D divided by epsilon naught. Therefore D is equal to epsilon naught into E. Next, we shall derive the expression for capacity of a parallel plate capacitor when completely filled with a dielectric. Now let us see what happens to the capacitance of a capacitor when it is completely filled with a dielectric substance or dielectric material. For that, let us consider a charged parallel plate capacitor of plate area A and plate separation D, as shown in the below figure. Now from Gauss law we can write electric field E is equal to Q divided by A into epsilon naught, and the potential difference is always given by V naught is equal to E naught into D. See here, this is E naught. Okay, so V naught is equal to E naught into D, because electric field is given by the ratio of potential difference to the distance between the two plates. So capacitance of the capacitor, we know it is the ratio of charge per unit potential difference, that is Q by V naught. and for parallel plate capacitor it is epsilon naught A divided by V, which is D, which we have already derived. Now a dielectric slab of thickness T less than D means the dielectric slab thickness is less than the distance between the two plates is placed in between the two plates. Now let us see what happens. So now what happens? So this is the negatively charged plate, this is the positively charged plate. So in dielectrics, what happens, the negative charges will get displaced towards the positive plate, whereas the positive charges will get displaced towards the negative plate. Hence a potential difference will get created inside the dielectric which opposes the external potential difference. Okay, so this is the thickness of the plate, thickness of the dielectric material, that is T. Now the magnitude of the electric field E when dielectric is inserted between them. Now the magnitude of the electric field is given by E is equal to E naught by K. As we know that K, that is dielectric constant, is equal to E naught divided by E. So in the previous class only I have explained about this. Since the magnitude of electric field within the dielectric is reduced, the potential difference across the capacitor reduces from V0 to V. As I have told earlier, the potential difference will get reduced because of inserting of the dielectric material between the two plates, and that reduced potential is given by V is equal to E0 into D minus T plus E0 by K into T. See here, this term, it gives the potential, that is the work done in moving the charge through vacuum, and this is the work done in moving the charge through the dielectric. So the total work done in moving the charge from plate A to plate B, or first plate to the second plate, would be the sum of these two. Okay, so it is E0, so D minus T. So this is the thickness of the vacuum and this is the thickness of the the dielectric material. So hence it is given by E into T, whereas E is E0 divided by K. This is electric field when dielectric material is added. Okay, E0 by K. So therefore E0 into D minus T plus T by K. But E0 we have given by the Gauss law as Q divided by A into epsilon naught. So this will be equal to, so if we take Q this side and if we take the reciprocal of it, so it will be Q by V is equal to A into epsilon naught divided by D minus T plus T by K. So in your notes which I have given, so it was written as E0, you correct it as epsilon naught. Okay. Now we know that capacitance C is given by Q by V, that is the ratio of charge per unit potential difference. So now with the dielectric slab between the plates, by putting the value of Q by V as C, we get C is equal to epsilon naught A divided by D minus T plus T by K. So by simplifying this, what we are going to get, epsilon naught A divided by D minus T into 1 minus 1 by K. Now what we'll do, we will fill the whole space in between the two plates completely with dielectric. So at that time the thickness of the dielectric would be equal to the distance between the two plates, that is T is equal to D. So therefore C will be equal to, by putting the value of T as D in this equation, what we are going to get, epsilon naught A divided by D minus T into 1 minus 1 by K. So after simplification, so here D will get cancels. So what will remain, epsilon naught A D divided by K. So K will go to the numerator. See here, K will go to the numerator. So this is equal to K into epsilon naught A divided by D, which is nothing but C naught. That is, this is nothing but the capacitance of a capacitor without dielectric field, that is C naught. Therefore, the capacitance of the capacitor with the dielectric field would be equal to the product of the dielectric constant of the dielectric material which is inserted into the capacitance of the capacitor without dielectric. This equation shows that the effect of the dielectric material is, if the dielectric constant of the material is more will be the capacitance that is enhanced due to the insertion of the dielectric material between the two plates. This is all about the capacitance of a capacitor when dielectric material is inserted or filled between the space of the two plates of the capacitor.